look at my notes, sorry for that. President of Defense Industry Presidency of Republic of Turkey, Mr. İsmail Demir, His Excellency Ambassador Muhammed Iqbal, Lieutenant General Augusto Viento, Major General Yanwar Adil, esteemed representatives of Indonesian MOD, TNI, and PT Pindad, esteemed representatives of Turkish MOD, Land Forces and SSB, press members, dear colleagues of FNSS, very good morning to all of you, and you are very welcome to FNSS on the occasion of first serial production medium tank deliveries to Indonesia. This indeed ceremony took me back to 10 years ago, almost 12 years ago, to 2010, when we first signed an MOU, as Barış stated, with PT Pindad. At the time, it was just an MOU to many people, an MOU that would not probably lead to any concrete results, which happens very often in the market. And at the time, again, FNSS was the only Turkish company showcasing in Indo-Defense. Another good example of pioneering the Turkish defense exports. And little soon after, Turkish SSB started leading the effort of coordination with the Indonesian MOD, and with the both governments' very visionary support, there was an MOU signed for the cooperation between the two industries. And later on, this resulted in a development program of HARIMAU based on the exact requirements of TNI, which was not a unique case, I believe, because a lot of countries with power of developing such products are only imposing their existing products to the users. And at the time, I had a funny memory that I want to share with you. In one of the defense shows around the region, we showcased a scale model of HARIMAU at the time, because the vehicle wasn't in place at the time. And soon after that show, we read in the press that a competition, German competition, marketing director just released a press release and said, if you sign development contracts with companies like FNSS, plastic models are all you get. This wasn't only disesteeming, but also very underestimating of our capabilities. So we got together with our marketing, PR team, program team, and decided not to respond in the way they made the declaration. We said we should finish this as soon as possible and showcase the real product. Only after a year and a half, the Germans saw how a plastic model turns into a real monster, which was afterwards named as HARIMAU by the end user. This followed extensive tests, and finally, the serial production contract for 18 medium weights in 2019. And here we are today to celebrate the completion of first batch of medium weight tank chassis, which will be delivered to Indonesia very soon. This also stands out as a first Turkish export program in the tank class as well. I believe this case between the two friendly countries is a very perfect example of defense industry cooperation, demonstrating how a win-win partnership can be created in a very efficient manner. And of course, sustainability of such a cooperation is probably more important than creating it. Thus, we trust that both governments are going to continue their full support for this purpose. Also, I want to share with you a bit of bitter taste today that I have. That is the turret itself. As you all saw, this is a turret from Belgium, not from Turkey or Indonesia. But developing a turret of this sort wouldn't be very possible unless there is a huge support from both governments. So maybe that's a humble request from both PT Pindad and myself, FNSS, that in due course and with decent support, I think both industries are capable of developing such a turret, whether it be in 105 or 120 millimeter form. So we are ready to start that with the full support of both governments. That being said, I once again, and on behalf of FNSS family, thank you all very much for being with us today here. Thank you very much.